KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MCK Global. I don't know what's just been going on in the last 5 minutes, but what were you doing there? Just explain to me. Were you trying to trip me out?
Yeah, we was trying to trip you out, basically. It worked, though.
It half worked. I was thinking, are these two on, like, crack or something? I'm joined by Benjamin Davies.
Davies?
Yeah.
All right. And Benjamin ain't actually my name. If my mum heard you call me Benjamin, she'd go mad.
Sorry, Mum. Ben Davison, without the D.
Without the D in the middle.
Ben don't like the D, do you?
Definitely not.
No.
Not for me.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, you?
All good, all good.
Not that I wouldn't know, because I've been with you all day for the past couple of days.
For the last 2-3 days. Here in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh.
What did you do earlier today? Shall I tell you what we did?
Shall I tell you what I did?
No.
Let me tell you my story.
No, let me tell you what I did.
Let me tell you my story. Let me tell you my story, right?
Go on.
All right? These two guys.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, go on, you're all right.
So, shall I tell them?
Go on.
So, we was at breakfast and let me start the story. On the flight over here, we had an extra day, obviously. The wrestling was on last night and that. And on the plane, they was like, what do you want to do the next day? It's Benny's birthday as well. So I was like, it'd be good to see some lions, wouldn't it? Like, go and see some lions. And I know you can, like, it's a little bit less stringent over here and you might be able to get...
Not your birthday, Benny Blanco's.
Benny Blanco's birthday. Like, a little bit less stringent, so you might be able to get in the cage and that. And we was looking it up, asking around, having a bit of our time anyway. The wrestling was last night, absolutely brilliant. Down at breakfast, and two geezers come over, didn't they? And you should have come, actually. It would have been good. But they come over and was talking boxing that, and said that we want to try and see some lions today. And I was like, you want to see lions? We can take you to see lions. And they actually did. We went there, and we was made very welcome.
Why wasn't I invited?
I don't know. Was he not there? Anyway, so we went in this like little living room that was just outside the house, and Tim went, so the lions are coming in here, and he said yeah. So obviously everyone sort of shuffled to the back, so no one was first. Then he brought a little baby cub in, and it was brilliant, amazing, genuinely a dream come true for me. You should have come.
I should have come. I didn't know about it, so...
Actually, you was there.
I was there.
Was you there?
I was there.
Ah! Anyway, good story.
Worked out your secret fetish for jungle animals today.
Yeah, it was good. Did you enjoy it?
It was good.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. Every minute.
I loved it.
It was amazing.
And what lovely local people to just welcome us into their home like that.
Absolutely. We're all leaving shortly.
Yeah.
Back home to the UK, but yeah, just to reflect.
You're back home to the UK.
Oh, you're going back to España?
Espanol.
Okay. Just what was that, Tim? Oh, I thought that was you. A recap on a difficult night for Tyson Fury, having to come through kind of
bit of adversity and that.
Absolutely, similar to the Wilder fight, really.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Yeah.
Your reflection on.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be completely honest. Obviously, it wasn't a boxing fight, so I've not been too involved in that area. I didn't know how his training had gone, and I didn't know if he was fully prepared for something like that with that level of intensity. And I knew that it's not just punching now. It's obviously with the gloves off and throwing and slams and. I didn't know how prepared, so I'd said to him, listen, I don't know if you can get anything in your pockets or whatever, so that you got a little tool on you if you need to, if it gets a bit out of hand. And he said no, he was confident in that. Anyway.
That was your advice to him, to put a tool in his pocket?
If you got anything on you, have a little something on you. If it gets a bit out of hand, what? You never know.
Not really,
do you know what I mean?
obviously, before people start jumping on that. It was
and I thought, he's a big fella, like. So anyway, they've come out and it got a little bit grip. You know what I mean? Getting hold of each other. Bit grippy. I thought the strength anyway is run Tyson back into the corner. I was thinking, God, I don't know if he's going to be able to get this done here. Anyway, pulled it out of the bag, and there was a few dirty tricks in there. But I liked his kicks. He landed some good kicks in there, and that shot at the end, what a shot that he hit Braun Strowman with. And I'll tell you what, I know he was down for the 10 count, but he recovered pretty well in the end, and then he done the dirty there. But so we see him backstage after, and Tyson's trying to get stuck into him. But I was like, listen, in there you can do it, but back here you get done for it. So everyone was
So they was having a little bit of a scuffle.
Yeah, Tyson was trying to get hold of him backstage and that.
What, for doing that?
For doing that at the end, yeah. So I was
yeah.
like, everyone was holding him back. Was like, listen, you get done for doing it over here. In there, it's legal. But I'll tell you what, he was trying to get hold of that Braun Strowman at the end,
Tim,
wasn't he?
you sort of air conditioning that
Backstage.
much?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Tim. Thank you.
So overall, you were pleased with his performance?
Yeah, and I was just pleased that he got through that fight and come out victorious, you know. Really pleased, and you know, he fought a good fight. I think he got his tactics spot on. So I was over the moon, yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you say? Obviously, last night we were there and we saw what a kind of great occasion it was, and obviously all the kids in the front row. They love it, don't they? And they liked Tyson last night. He's a showman, so he comes over here, puts on a performance, does all the kind of bits and bobs leading into the fight. Ring walk was sensational, wearing the traditional Saudi outfit, and that was all great. But obviously, like with anything to do with Tyson, there's always negativity around it. So people kind of saying, oh, why is Tyson doing this, and why is he, you know, he's a boxer, why is he getting involved in like something like WWE? What do you kind of say to that?
To the negativity?
Just because I've just seen some, and it always sticks.
Yeah,
in
there
your head.
always is though. That's just a sign of how successful somebody is. People don't like success. That's as simple as that. Floyd Mayweather got slated for it. Do you know what I mean? And look how successful he was. One of the best that's ever been. Whether you like it or not, he's one of the best that's ever been. Are
people taking life too seriously when they start? Oh, what's he doing that for? And
not taking life too seriously, is it? Because life is serious. You want to enjoy it, and it's a thing to cherish. But are they just negative people? Yeah. At the end of the day, on a serious note, obviously I'm having a laugh with the wrestling thing, but on a serious note, talking about the actual wrestling thing, what you have to remember is, what is your why? That's everything in life. What is your why? Why is Tyson doing what he's doing? Yeah, for him. Why is he doing it? He's doing it. Of course, he's boxing to be the best. He would not lose for love nor money. But that's not his main reason why he's doing it. He's doing it because this is what saved him. This is what he needs in life. Needs it. This is what saved him from the lows that he's been through. So he's doing it for himself, for his life, for a better life for him and his family, and not financially, for a better life for him and his family, for him to be able to be a happier person, be in a better place himself, which then spreads it throughout his family. That's the why, and obviously, you know, like I say, of course he's doing everything to be the best as well. But that's bigger than that. And if he can do something and enjoy it and have fun, what has Tom, Dick or Harry's opinion got to do with it? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because if you're a genuinely good person and a happy person and want the best for people, you'd say, do you know what, fair play to him for what he's done. If anybody had said 2 years ago, in 2 years' time this would be where Tyson Fury's at, people would have said, you're having a laugh, mate. Not in a million years. So, rather than criticise, I think just applaud what that man's done and what the team's done and what everyone's been able to achieve.
if you don't want to do that, just say nothing.
If you don't want to do that, then I think you're a negative type of person, and probably not. Opinion's not going to matter, to be honest.
I just find it like he's doing it. Like I said, he ain't the first boxer to have done it, and it's just, it is what it is. It's kind of everyone grew up similar to our, not age range. I'm obviously older than you, Ben, so I'm not putting you in my age group, but grew up watching.
Most
English
English and probably American lads grew up watching wrestling.
probably around the world as well. Look, that event was in Saudi. Like,
yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if back in the day they would have watched it though.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
But that just shows us our sport's still even growing. But even putting that to one side, we was talking a minute ago, yesterday, and we were saying that, you know, no matter what some people say, genuinely, that was the most enjoyable experiences that we've had as a team together, to be honest. And that's being genuine. Loved it.
I loved it.
Really enjoyed it.
We was there, second or third row. I don't know where you were.
I was underneath the ring in case you got a
Underneath
bit
the ring
carried
with your head
away.
poked out. But it was so good. But I was watching. There was two rows of kids in front of me. So
Yeah.
me and Benny were kind of in the third row, and there was like all kids in the front, all Saudi kids, and like when Tyson's going, they're like Fury,
Yeah, same.
Fury.
Same.
And like I saw the clip of like Tim,
Yeah.
like a child himself, like doing his chanting, but the kids behind were like
We started
Fury,
getting involved.
Fury.
Yeah.
I just think, what's the army? If you're looking for like a bit of
It
hate
was
or
brilliant. I said to
negativity
Tyson
towards this,
last night. I said, do you know what it is? That was one of the most enjoyable experiences that we've had, and not only that, but in years and years to come, when people go, Tyson Fury, do you remember when he went in the WWE? I want to be able to say I was there
What
and
about
experienced
Prince?
that and enjoyed
What
it.
about Prince, who loves the WWE?
I saw
Tyson's kid.
Paris put a picture up of them all there.
Yeah.
You big dossers, and it was brilliant. It was
You love
brilliant.
it.
And listen, I lived with them. Don't forget, I lived with them, and I know, you know, when Tyson was low, I saw how it affected people and affected the family and affected, you know what I mean, everybody, his brothers, his dad, his wife, his kids, everybody. And to see how they are now, I keep banging on about it probably all the time, but it's just going more and more and more, and he's getting better and better and better and better. So, do you know what I mean? For me, it's a special thing to see. It really is.
I agree. Saudi was a success.
And the Lions was just like,
The icing for you. Ben.
yeah, for me. That was literally a dream come true.
If you want to send Ben any kind of lion-themed products,
Or if anyone can, like, get me around the lion safely,
hopefully,
then
it's the key word.
get in contact.
You got a text?
Yeah.
Go on, you want to
No,
read
it's
it?
alright.
You want to tell us who
No,
it is?
no.
Share.
No one's more important than you.
Obviously. But we're kind of now waiting for November 23rd, the outcome of...
Ah, we got November 9th for Billy Joe first.
No, but we're still sticking with Tyson Fury.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'll come on to Billy Joe in a bit, but sticking with Tyson Fury, obviously before kind of you work camp out, etc., ahead of a potential date of February the 22nd. So you'll be going out there, obviously.
I'm going to go over there, yeah. I'm going to go over there, take a look. You know, you can watch things on the TV, but sometimes, you know, you can just pick little things up, having a little bit of a closer view or a different perspective and see things that you might not see on TV. I can always rewatch that fight on TV. So for me to get over there and watch it is a small investment to make to maybe gain a small percentage of advantage.
I want to pick up on something that Shane Fury, Tyson's brother, said to me in an interview yesterday, actually I did with him that went out today, that he said that there's too many people around Tyson that are blowing smoke up his ass, and certain things need to kind of change, and that he needs to kind of forget all this kind of, his words, celebrity thing, go back to kind of the Rocky caveman style, head down, let's go. What do you think about that? Obviously, Shane's very close to the team. It's not obviously he's Tyson's brother, so he's involved.
100%.
You know what I
Every
mean?
time I see Shane, we speak about little things and we speak about, you know, how we can do things a little bit better. And like Tyson said, you know, for Tyson's brothers and his dad and his family and all that, it's not about being the best. Like, it's more than that. It's life or death for them. It means everything. And to me, it means everything. I've grown very, very close to the whole family, especially Tyson, obviously, throughout this whole thing. So what it means to me, you can't comprehend what it must mean to them. Do you know what I mean? Been there from before he even started boxing, and you know, bloodline. So I know what it means to them. And every time there's a ring walk or anything like that, it reminds me. I always see it. I can see it in their faces, and you know, John always, you know, he's a man in the moment. He's a man who wears his heart on his sleeve, and you know, that's because it means the absolute world to him. And Tyson and all his lads mean the whole world to him. You know what I mean? So I fully understand what it means to them. And Shane's right. You know, you have to. And Tyson knows this. That when you're going into a fight of this magnitude, and what Tyson's been doing has been obviously working towards promotion for this fight. But he knows what he needs to do. Tyson's been here plenty of times before. He knows how he needs to prepare. And everybody that's here wants the best for Tyson. It's more than just work for them, for us. It's more than just work. It's not, oh, that's my job. Because if we viewed it like that, we'd just do the bare minimum.
Of course.
And that's what happens.
To get you through.
This team ain't about just working. This team's here to bend over backwards. Because it's not just about that. It's a family unit. And, you know, it's good that we've got a team like that. And I saw the interview with Shane, and like he said, we'll be having a sit down to discuss how we feel the best way is to get the preparations right, and that will be done. That will be done for sure. And you know, he did it when needed to for the first fight, and he'll be doing it again. You know, it's 100% right about Tyson's mind needs to be right, but for Tyson's mind needs to be right, he needs to have the right challenge in front of him. And John's always said, my biggest worry is when Tyson's like a heavy favourite. And he's right, because it doesn't give Tyson that bit of that you need.
Underdog mentality.
Yes, to a certain degree, but you need to have that. You need to have that rise to the occasion sort of thing. Floyd Mayweather, boxed Victor Ortiz, was having a bit of a, you know, obviously he won under controversial circumstances in that one, but Robert Guerrero, you know, was that? But and then people thinking, oh, he has trouble with southpaws, and then look what he done to Manny Pacquiao. Because the best rise to the occasion, and that's what Tyson does.
I remember, obviously, straight after the Wilder fight, you had a lot of praise going into that, because you were kind of relatively unknown as in your relationship with Tyson, very new, etc., etc. It was a fight that many people believed that he won, which he didn't. It was a draw, but the whole knockdown of all that, you got credit for that. Since then, it seems like that credit seems to, or people's kind of, not everyone's, I'm saying certain people's opinion. And I'm not relating this to anyone. I know, listen, let's just get this out in the open. I know John's had his say about whatever. Tyson's dad, John can say what John wants. So it's not really, this question's not about John as such. This is more so about just people in general.
Yeah.
How do you kind of think they kind of see you and Tyson now? Obviously, you've had a couple of fights since then with Tom Schwartz, the Otto Wallen fight more recently, but how do you think people are kind of seeing that?
Don't really know, you know, and I don't really look too much into that. I think that I fully understandable before people would say, well, what's his level of IQ as a trainer? And even if he's got a good IQ, does he have the experience of a big fight and a big occasion and a traumatic round to be able to still give advice that he needs to give advice in under calm circumstances? Same with Tyson. There's always going to be critics. There's always going to be, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Critics and what?
Negative and positive,
okay.
whatever.
But do you feel like you're still proving yourself?
To who? I've never felt like I've got to prove myself to somebody. No, I don't look at it like that. I fully understand. Even.
What about to yourself?
Yeah, you're always not proving myself to myself. I have a firm belief in my level of knowledge and the way I can assess boxing. I feel like I have a very a good way of doing that. And if I didn't think that, I wouldn't be doing this job, would I? Like, if I didn't think I could give Tyson the best work, I would step aside because I want the best for him. So I'm not trying, but I always want to improve. Always want to improve, and I think in anything you do, if you're a hungry type of person, I'm that type of person. You always want to improve, so you're always looking to improve, you know. So, but I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody or anything like that.
But there must be a certain part of you that wants to kind of silence doubters and critics.
There's always going to be it, though. Always going to be it. I think that in terms of can someone do it at that level, the Wilder fight shows that. Do you know what I mean? There was a little bit of everything in there. When Tyson was massively, heavily an underdog. People saying he was going to get blasted out in 3 rounds and this, that and the other. So, yeah, we've done a good job. And what you got to remember is anybody that comes to fight Tyson is fighting for their life. Any amount of success can take them from here to there. Some people criticise the Wallin performance. Some people say, do you know what? I saw another side to him that he was able to do this and able to do that. So, like I say, in every situation there's positive and negative, but no point in looking back. Look to the future. We all want to improve because we're all hungry. We all want to be better. And the better that we can be, the better Tyson will be. And that's what what it all boils down to.
When I spoke to Tyson the other day about, obviously, back here in exactly more so 5 or so weeks, Joshua will rematch Andy Ruiz-Aj. He said that he wants Joshua to win, like regardless of all the whatever talk and blah blah. He wants it because he knows Joshua winning is more lucrative to Tyson than Andy Ruiz winning, which makes sense because regardless of whether Joshua's suffered a defeat or not, that fight is still massive. But the question is, I suppose, if Joshua isn't to win that fight, Ben, what does Joshua do? Because it is a question, isn't it? Because it's not a given that he's going to go in there and kind of like beat Andy Ruiz, for example.
And at this level, it never is guaranteed.
But we thought the first fight was nailed on, really. Come on. I would say the majority of people
would have thought it was nailed on, and I thought that he was going to win that fight. But I also know, not that specific fight, but I know that at World Championship level, anything can happen because you have to earn your place to get there, first of all, so you can clearly fight. And especially in the heavyweight division, anything, one shot can change it like that. And the greats, all the greats have lost. All the greats have lost and come back. So here's an opportunity for him to do that. Brilliant. But if he's to lose, again, what does it boil down to? What is your why? Why are you doing this? Are you doing this for a few quid? I'm sure he's got plenty. Are you doing it because you want to do it? What are you? I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't know him. But that's what it boils down to. So if he wants to carry on and wants to, And
at what level do you want to fight at as well?
Doesn't mean that's his level.
No, it doesn't mean that's his level. But what I'm saying is, someone who's kind of back-to-back fought world title fights at the highest level and selling out arenas and all this.
What level should he come back at?
What would he come back at then?
Depends on. He's at that level, isn't he? Obviously,
he is at that level, and he's been at that level for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, so it depends on. Okay, do you want to develop a certain part of your game? Do you have weak areas that you need to develop?
Should he have been doing that now instead of taking that rematch? Because people did suggest this.
I suggested that. I did suggest that, but I fully understand why he's done that. And done the rematch straight away. And fair play to him for doing that. But it's always got to be about development and improving because the moment it's not about that. It's the moment you hit your limit. But I'm sure that he'll be making certain changes, looking to adapt. What areas can I improve on? What do I need to be doing to make adaptations to be better in the rematch? Say it's a close fight and Joshua wins and it's 1-1. There could be a trilogy. I don't know. There's no talk of that. If it's a good fight and that. So if Joshua goes out and smashes him and splatters him, probably not. But
will Tyson go out for that?
Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Didn't know if he'd been a resident of Saudi now.
No, but he's at that point. He's full focus is going to be on Wilder, isn't
Of
it?
course.
As long as Wilder comes through Ortiz.
Very interesting if Ortiz does beat Wilder. Massive spanner in the works.
One door closes, another one opens.
Yeah. Should we get Mr. Alcock in?
Yeah.
Jump in.
Come on, Tim. Pull that chair up here, Tim. Or sit there, Tim.
Sit.
Sit next to me, Tim. Tim, why don't you sit there?
I'm not good with cameras.
Tim, do you want to sit
Tim,
there?
so just sit there.
Sit there.
Just sit there, mate.
Can you sit a bit closer to Ben though?
Come on, mate.
That's it, there we go.
People don't know that we're half brothers, do they?
No. So,
Well, now they do.
hold on. So, you obviously did an interview, I read, from like a couple of years ago, and you were very critical about Ben, saying that he wasn't experienced enough, and what is
Oh yeah, I remember
what is
that
a
one.
boy doing a man's job, and all this.
Yeah, I
and
remember that. Yeah.
who is this whippersnapper? I think you used that term. I mean, what do you think of it now? How do you like me now?
I never said anything this sort.
I know you didn't.
Um,
Banter.
but what do I think of Ben?
You could say what you think of Ben.
I think he's a young lad, knowledgeable for his age.
What do you mean, knowledgeable for his age?
Well, you know, there's not
Yeah,
many, there's
actually, that's a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
That is,
there's
if
not
I've
many
ever heard one.
26-year-olds that.
Yeah, but
No.
age shouldn't come into it, should it? It should be that he's knowledgeable.
I don't know.
You've got a point to a certain degree, though. If you were like 21 and had the same knowledge, you'd be saying for 21 he's.
I don't think there's
You're
a
a
there's a
baby.
boxing trainer out there at your age that's achieved as much as what you've achieved, and I think you've done a fantastic job at it. There's no two ways about it. There's still a lot to learn, I suppose, and you know every task that you're doing is a learning curve for you, and it's amazing that what is achieved in
Oh,
such a
he's being
short
nice
period
about
of
you. I
time.
don't know why you're giving them faces.
I know.
I don't know.
I'm
I
bigging
feel
you up
alright.
here.
He's actually bigging
Is
you
it?
up.
Alright, I'll take it back then.
I'm bigging you up, Benny.
Alright.
But yeah, listen, it's good to see as well because you know we've got a great team at the moment, and it's all working out fine, and you know there's a lot to accomplish still.
I will ask you the same question I asked Ben because you're in the team, Tim.
Yeah.
About Shane's comments about people around Tyson and blowing smoke up his arse and
Yeah.
blah blah, and things need to change in that.
Yeah.
Do you get where Shane's going with those comments?
Yeah, I do very much so. Yeah,
I know Tim would give it to you straight.
No, I know.
I do very much so. Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's not just team members.
Yeah.
It's not just team members.
I wasn't really suggesting that it would be immediate team members.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
imagine just people around him in general. I'm sure there's an outer circle of people around him.
What's happened in a short period of time is Tyson's gone from where he was to where he is now, and you know it's very attractive to people. You know, people are either trying to cling on, people trying to get involved, and Tyson's not the kind of person that would say no. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. Go on.
No, hang on. If you want to counter him, you can.
Counter me, better dare you.
No, I'm not. No, not countering, but not countering. Go on, you carry on.
Everything that you do, especially even in a normal business, everything that you do, you should improve on it. Yeah, and you should only be improving it, I think, with the people that are around you, not by bringing other people in, because I think that's a dangerous thing to be doing. Am I right in saying that? Would you say, or?
Go on, carry on. I feel like I understand what you're saying, but let me gather my thoughts while you're.
Well, I do understand what Shane was saying. Yeah, that's the answer to your question. Yeah, and I do get it. I just think that things need to be kept tight, though. That's all. That's my opinion on it.
Go on then, Ben. Because you were your head was ticking as if you had thoughts. Share them.
Yeah, it's not. It's not disagreeing with him. It's just maybe putting it in different words a little bit. That I would say that it's not that. And even what Shane said, it can come across, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it differently, but it can come across as though Tyson's wanting this extra big lifestyle. It's not a case of that, but Tyson's very... If you're in his company, he's very like, and he'll make you feel $1 million, and people love it, and you can get carried away, and you know. And I think the whole thing around it is the people that know him know how to balance his personality better. You know, I said before in an interview that if Tyson's sort of up here, if everybody gets on up here with him, it's going to go off. Do you know what I mean? So there has to be a balance to help balance Tyson. Yeah, that's a big part of the team's job, is helping keep him balanced and not let him get and enjoy things. Of course, you want. Does he not look like he's enjoying things? But it's just about a balance, and that's the same in anything in life. Whether it's food, whether it's living a certain type of lifestyle, whether it's financial, it's balance. And that's the only thing.
Listen, I'm not obviously directly the team, but I've been around you long enough over the last however many years to kind of know that Tyson is kind of a mood person, regardless of whether. I'm not talking about him being in any kind of state of depression. I'm just saying his life in general. Yeah. Tyson, I suppose every day you don't know what Tyson you're going to get.
I can read him like a book, can't I?
Yeah, it used to be a hell of a lot worse, but he's improved with his mood swing massively. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone has mood swings.
Of course.
But he's a massive. Although he's a giant of a man, he's a massive personality as well. Yeah. So, and it's the same with Shane, a massive personality. So if they're in a good mood, everyone's going to know about it. If they're in a bad mood, everyone's going to know about it. Yeah. Because they're big personalities, you know. So listen, it's just about balance. That's all. That's the only thing. It's just about balance, and like I say, Tyson's fully aware of that. It's not like someone needs to go, "Oh, you over here." It's not a case of that. It's just a case of, okay, what's the best way to go about it to keep it balanced? That's all.
Being sensible.
Yeah.
How much of kind of, listen, he's who he is, ultimately calls the shots on things. But when you're discussing things from a kind of a team perspective, how much input from the likes of yourself, Tim, Ben, everyone else, even Shane, Huey, Dad, how much of that sinks into Tyson as well, where he thinks, oh, actually, yeah.
It's how you put it across.
Yeah.
It's how you put it across. Because at the end of the day, the fighter's the boss. Yeah. Whether you want to... I can sit here and go, well, I'm the trainer and I'm in charge, and if I say this, this goes. That's not the case.
Oh, go on, I'm the cook. Go on.
Yeah, I'm the cook.
That's not at all.
Give me any shit, I'll spit in your food, mate.
I don't think you're going to get another job.
Go on, Ainsley Harriet. Go on, son.
Yeah, that's not how it is. So it's about how you put it across, and again, it's like anything. It's not uncommon. This is just common sense. If I'm going to say, this is what you should do, if I sit here and go, yeah, you should fucking jump out that window, but there's no sense behind it.
Thing is,
you don't see no sense behind it, are you going to do it? No.
Everyone's adapted, aren't they? Everyone's adapted to each other, and everyone knows how to speak to each other with respect and stuff, and that's as a team, that's how people gel.
I mean, Tyson aside, kind of how he is it important that he's got like a different balance and mix of people that kind of maybe offer certain things to Tyson in his life? Like, you got Shane there, who's like, we were talking about him yesterday, like bull in a china shop.
He's hilarious.
No filter. He will say it exactly. He'll say it to Tyson. Because he's got that kind of. He can do that with Tyson. That's his brother. He can do that with him, and Huey as well to a certain extent, as well as Shane can do the same thing as well. So, but yourself, you feel like you said you can read him like a book.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tim, like I said, I've seen you around Tyson before. You know when to kind of do certain things or hold back or say things and etc.
I mean, Shane's always going to be point blank because, you know, he knows Tyson inside out. You know,
they're the closest. They're the closest because they're the same sort of age. So they've literally, like twin brothers, grown up together. Mm-hmm. So But like I said to you as well, not just Shane, the whole family's. It's 100% passion, 100% passion, as it is for all of us. But also, I am there to do a job, so I have to go switch off the emotions. I have to think trainer wise. This is how I'm going to put that information across. If I'm frustrated with something, I'm not going to go. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Shane might go, Tyson, da 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 da.
You couldn't put it the way that Shane puts it across because it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
That's what I mean. So everyone has.
We've got a fantastic balance.
Exactly.
Fantastic balance, and that's why it's gone from where he was to where it is now, because we've got a fantastic team and a great balance. I'm very happy with it all.
But there's always room for improvement.
Always, and that's the key thing.
In everything in life, in general.
Everything.
Of course, yeah.
Everything.
And this is what I was saying before. Wasn't like having a day.
You fucking what?
No, but on a serious note, you're probably going to be one of the best trainers like in the world. And you deserve everything that you get. But what I'm saying is, to get there in a short period of time, it's probably hard to do, but you'll eventually get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was getting at, mate.
Yeah, you'll get there.
We'll have words about that.
Yeah, you fucking. Stick to your cooking.
Just obviously change the subject, but that clip of you at the wrestling, Tim, was
That was funny,
hilarious.
wasn't it? He was making me die.
You meant it though. That you were so serious and you meant it, and it was like.
Well, I tell you what I did. Right, I actually believed it was real. I convinced myself it was real.
But I think you can do. No, I get what you mean. In your brain, you
What
know
do you
it's
mean?
not.
Believed it was real? What do you like?
Oh
it wasn't
yeah.
real?
Sorry. In your brain, you know it is.
No, I even said to Tyson, when they first locked horns. Fucking hell,
Yeah,
it's getting a
here we
bit
go.
rough with him, isn't
Here we
it?
go.
Cheeky, see you next
about-
time.
Watch his cut. Watch his cut.
What about when Tyson was in the ropes and
He ran into the post.
Ran into him and flew into the post.
I heard it.
I thought. I don't.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do you know what? All them wrestlers
Great,
yesterday,
lovely.
I take me out after him. They were all walking around, limping around,
Yeah.
warming up, creasing up in pain as they're warming up. So take me out after all them guys. You can tell it's a physical game.
I heard that someone there from the UK offered out Brock Lesnar.
I heard about it.
Did you hear about that?
I heard about that. He was like, "What are you looking at?" And
Yeah,
then
well, I don't know what happened.
someone was saying it was someone from our team.
Yeah, I mean, someone who's not Sri Lankan.
What it was, let
Or
me tell the
from-
story, because these are going to make it out.
Looks like John Smith from Poker
These aren't
Island.
going to tell you the true story, but I was in the hallway yesterday
Go on, Tim.
while Tyson was getting changed, and I was looking over at Brock Lesnar. Sometimes not as much starstruck, but you're thinking, wow, how many fights have I looked at him at UFC with? And he turned around and he said, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "What are you looking at?"
And listen, Tim's a fiery character.
And I just said, "Listen," I said, "Do you want to fight or not? Because I'll fight you. If you want to fight here, I'll fight you." And
but then the security started holding him back. Tim's trying to go and Brock was
but listen,
changed. I was like, "Whoa, who's this lunatic?"
yeah, but the thing
Really?
is, though,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, listen.
Really?
Security had hold of Tim, and Tim was
shut
getting
up.
seriously.
Oh,
seriously.
go
Yeah.
away.
But listen, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do anything to him while he's about 10 minutes away from going into a wrestling fight, am I? And I did actually wait for him in the car park afterwards, and he never turned up. So listen, 1-0, Brock Lesnar.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is set up for
Tim
Crown
Hancock,
Jewel 2.
Brock
isn't it?
Lesnar.
I don't want to do this. It started off as a joke.
But all in all, Tim, it was a great few days.
Listen, it was on comparison with pretty much anything I've done with Tyson. It was an amazing experience. It was what a ring entrance again. A top rank, do an amazing job at ring entrances and the shows that they put on. The best, and WWE the same. You can tell that the two very, very, very well organised companies. I'm not having a dig at Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn there, but I'm just saying that they've got some.
What about Frank's part of it, mate?
Yeah. But listen, Top Rank do the shows, don't they? That we've been involved with them, and it's amazing what they do.
All right. Do you want to shout anyone out? Shout out MTK Global, obviously.
Marbella.
Marbella.co.uk.
Marbella.co.uk.
Yeah.
Well Hydrate.
Lund Group.
Lund Group, Boxfit, Impact Insurance.
Vidal Sassoon.
IFL TV.
Ovs.
What did you say?
Ovs.
No, before that.
Vidal Sassoon.
What's that?
Wash and Go.
How does he know about your sponsor? Have you told him?
He don't even know
You
what
can't
that
say
is.
it yet 'cause it's not come off yet.
You told me.
It's not been signed yet.
You told me not to tell anyone, and now you are mouthful.
I ain't told it to him, so I don't know who's told it to him.
Can you both do a hair flick?
Whiplash.
You ain't even asked us about no boxing.
We spoke about boxing.
No, I mean it like
What do you mean?
Canelo Kovalev or...
Yeah, but I'm not sure this will go out in time.
Listen,
All right, so as I was saying, love Saudi Arabia. And
thanks for having us, Saudi. We love you, man. See you soon.
So they thought that Tim was part of the US military service.
They did. Guy pulled me up today, and he says, what are you part of the military?
He's gonna cut out.
he's all right. He's got
He
3
said, are you
months.
part of the military? I was like, no, why? He says, you look like you're part of the US military. I said, no. That shows you how hard I am, because not even to shave my top all day, so I'm not like...
Do you think somehow Brock Lesnar heard about you being in the military?
Potentially, yeah,
And
potentially.
probably, yeah.
That's what kind of maybe
Why he thought he was 10 men with me. Yeah, well, listen, I'll shut up.
possibly.
Because then he started walking around with 2 security men after.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to shout out a couple of the wrestlers, who were absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
this week.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, without a doubt.
Ric Flair. Woo!
Can you do your best Hulk Hogan impression? Or one of yous do it.
What is a Hulk Hogan?
What you gonna do when Ben Davison comes for you?
Nah, listen, great.
This is a message for KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV. I'm gonna break you.
Love it.
Good one.
Love it. I'll tell you what, just before we end, I'm going to try and get this up tomorrow now. Can we have a quick prediction on
Nah,
Canelo
I don't do a
Kovalev?
quick prediction.
I'll do one.
Go on.
on.
Break the fight down for us, Tim.
I can see a Canelo victory.
Yeah, how though?
Break it down. Canelo wins.
How's he going to get the
7th, 8th
knockout?
round. Canelo victory by knockout.
What, he's just going to all of a sudden come out, one punch, fight over?
No,
Well, how's
I'm
he
not
gonna-
very good at breaking fights down, but I'll leave that one to you.
Stick to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But Ben, you're picking a Canelo win, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I fancy Canelo win. What's there's a couple of interesting facts. How long have we got?
Not long.
That's
a minute.
what I mean.
Go on, see what you can do in a minute.
Interesting fact, he's coming in a light heavyweight. He's not going to have to do as big of a weight cut. Be interesting if it goes that far to see how his endurance is, because I believe that he doesn't usually do the rounds fantastically well when he has to do a big weight cut. Kovalev's main asset is obviously his jab, but he's going to have to throw off Canelo's timing, because Canelo's got amazing timing. So Canelo can use his jab against him, use it as an entry point to get to the body, where people see that that's Kovalev's weakness. And Canelo does have literally amazing timing, but if he can throw his timing off and vary his jab up, then it could be an interesting one. But we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Looking forward to it.
Live on Sky Sports tomorrow.
What are you doing giving Sky Sports a shout out?
Who showed the wrestling yesterday, mate?
That was yesterday. That's gone now.
Careful, don't burn your bridges.
Yeah, true. I was only joking.
Shout out everyone. BT.
Shout
Sky
out,
Sports,
peace and love.
Everyone.
God
Just share the love.
God bless everybody.
Shout out all the YouTube channels.
Oi, YouTube.
Behind the glove. And
IFL TV!
Tim Alcock, Longcock, whatever your fucking name
All
is.
cock by name, all cock by nature.
Oi. 18 times in one night. Get in there, my boy! On that note, thank you very much.